Okay, it's been 5 minutes and hopefully the plums are looking something like this. So they're all reducing beautifully now, so there's like a syrupy consistency. And we can turn the heat right down on the plums. And hopefully you've turned your frying pan on to a nice high heat, and we can add in the knob of butter. And we've got to cook this in butter because it's a sweet dish. You wouldn't want to be using olive oil and anything like that. So we'll just swirl the butter around the pan to get it melted. There we go. And as soon as the butter's melted, we can dip the panettone in to the egg and get them frying. And it's such a great use of panettone, this is. There we go, it's getting there. It's there. Swirling it around, the butter around the pan just speeds up the melting process. Nice lot of butter. It's a dessert and it's a Christmas dish. The only thing missing is some alcohol. Okay, so you've got the butter melted, and we just need to then dip the panettone into the egg mixture on both sides, just twice, and then straight in the pan. And then just do the same with the other one, just rolling it in the egg mixture, just so you get both sides coated twice, and then straight in the pan. And you can give your hands a little wipe. And these won't take long, and hopefully your kitchen's now smelling of cinnamon, absolutely fantastic. And what we want to do is we're just going to cook the egg so it just goes nice and crispy. And because we added the teaspoon of sugar to the egg mixture, there's an element of sweetness in that too. So it's not like the French toast that you might normally have for breakfast. So it'll be lovely and sweet. So nice high heat, butter will absorb into it, be so rich, so delicious. This is one of my favourites. It's a really nice alternative. I mean, it might not sound that light, but when you compare it with a lot of traditional Christmas puddings like Christmas pudding, then it works so well with the plums on top of it, and then the mascarpone just resting on top, starting to melt and cutting through everything. Maybe we can just have a little look at the bottom side now. There we go, it's just been about a minute, so we'll just turn them over. See, that's perfect. It's just started to get nice and golden. Just gently does it, turn them over, and we'll cook them for about a minute on the other side. And then what we can do as well is once we take them off to a board, we can just trim the edges very slightly with a knife in case any of the bits of egg have spilt like that. So we've got to have it looking pretty. Don't worry about your pan smoking too much. You don't want to catch it on fire, but you should be fine. Nice and hot. That's what we want. Right, let's have a little look and see how we're going. Didn't even take a minute. So I'm going to remove these for a board. Now you can turn the heat off everything. There we go, and just pop these on a board. Okay, and now we can take everything over to the work surface to plate up. Right, so we've got a bit of everything. I'll just grab my palette knife. If there's any little bits that are sticking out the end, you can just trim them off if you want, just with a knife. They'll come off nice and easy, but this isn't too bad. So all that's left to do is serve. So take your plate, one of the bits of panettone, pop it in the middle of the plate, and then you just want to spoon on some of the plums onto the middle. We'll just do this nice and delicately. It's about half the plums because we're making 2 of them. Go. Just like that. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to arrange them so that and push down in the middle slightly. So that's where we're just going to put a nice dollop of mascarpone. So you can just take your mascarpone, and what we want to do is, I'm not very good at making these posh little quenelles they're called, but you can try and do it. So just scoop a nice bit up with your spoon, and then using the side of the bowl, just try and shape it. Just like that. And make it look a little bit more appealing to the eye than just a big dollop. And you can pop that on top. And that's it done, and I hope that you enjoy it.